Your work is going to fill a large part of your life, and the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do. Innovation distinguishes between a leader and a follower. The people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. Stay hungry, stay foolish. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. Have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. They somehow already know what you truly want to become. I'm convinced that about half of what separates the successful entrepreneurs from the non-successful ones is pure perseverance. Creativity is just connecting things. Remembering that you are going to die is the best way I know to avoid the trap of thinking you have something to lose. Creativity is just connecting things. I'm as proud of many of the things we haven't done as the things we have done. Innovation is saying no to 1,000 things. Simple can be harder than complex. You have to work hard to get your thinking clean to make it simple. Design is not just what it looks like and feels like. Design is how it works. For the past 33 years, I have looked in the mirror every morning and asked myself, if today were the last day of my life, would I want to do what I am about to do today? And whenever the answer has been no for too many days in a row, I know I need to change something. Be a yardstick of quality. Some people aren't used to an environment where excellence is expected. Things don't have to change the world to be important. Great things in business are never done by one person. They're done by a team of people. Sometimes life is going to hit you in the head with a brick. Don't lose faith. Quality is more important than quantity. One home run is much better than 2 doubles. The journey is the reward. Details matter. It's worth waiting to get it right. I want to put a ding in the universe. We're here to put a dent in the universe. Otherwise, why else even be here? My favorite things in life don't cost any money. It's really clear that the most precious resource we all have is time. You have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future. Being the richest man in the cemetery doesn't matter to me. Going to bed at night saying we've done something wonderful, that's what matters to me. Sometimes when you innovate, you make mistakes. It is best to admit them quickly and get on with improving your other innovations. It's not about money. It's about the people you have, how you're led, and how much you get it. The heaviness of being successful was replaced by the lightness of being a beginner again. Technology is nothing. What's important is that you have faith in people, that they're basically good and smart. And if you give them tools, they'll do wonderful things with them. I think if you do something and it turns out pretty good, then you should go do something else wonderful. Not dwell on it for too long, just figure out what's next. Creativity is saying no to 1,000 things. The doers are the major thinkers. The people that really create the things that change this industry are both the thinker and doer in one person. We don't get a chance to do that many things, and everyone should be really excellent because this is our life. I'm convinced that about half of what separates successful entrepreneurs from the non-successful ones is pure perseverance. The people that have really made the contributions have been the thinkers and the doers. Remembering that you are going to die is the best way I know to avoid the trap of thinking you have something to lose. Let's go invent tomorrow instead of worrying about what happened yesterday. Innovation comes from people meeting up in the hallways or calling each other at 10:30 at night with a new idea, or because they realize something that shoots holes in how we've been thinking about a problem. Let's go invent tomorrow. Instead of worrying about what happened yesterday, it's better to be a pirate than to join the Navy. I'm convinced that about half of what separates the successful entrepreneurs from the non-successful ones is pure perseverance. You can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backward. So you have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future. It's better to be a pirate than to join the Navy. Don't be trapped by dogma, which is living with the results of other people's thinking. When you grow up, you tend to get told that the world is the way it is and your life is just to live your life inside the world. Try not to bash into the walls too much. That's a very limited life. The only thing you have in your life is time. If you invest that time in yourself to have great experiences that are going to enrich you, then you can't possibly lose. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. We hire people who want to make the best things in the world. I don't care about being right. I care about success and doing the right thing. My job is not to be easy on people. My job is to make them better. Real artistship. I think death is the most wonderful invention of life. It purges the system of these old models that are obsolete. Do you want to spend the rest of your life selling sugared water, or do you want a chance to change the world? I've been rejected, but I am still in love. If you don't love it, you're going to fail. Being the richest man in the cemetery doesn't matter to me. Going to bed at night saying we've done something wonderful, that's what matters to me. Stay hungry, stay foolish. I'm convinced that about half of what separates successful entrepreneurs from the non-successful ones is pure perseverance. Innovation distinguishes between a leader and a follower. You have to believe that the dots will somehow connect in your future. Sometimes life hits you in the head with a brick. Don't lose faith. You've got to find what you love, and that is as true for your work as it is for your lovers. We're just enthusiastic about what we do. I've always been attracted to the more revolutionary changes. I don't know why, because they're harder. They're much more stressful emotionally, and you usually go through a period where everybody tells you that you've completely failed. In your life, you only get to do so many things, and right now we've chosen to do this. So, let's make it great. If today were the last day of my life, would I want to do what I am about to do today?